Oke, saat ini saya bersama dengan Mike Kolawole, pemain andalan dari Louvre, Surabaya. Mike, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, good. Mike, where are you now?
I'm in Dallas, Texas right now.
Dallas. Is it your hometown?
Yeah, it is.
Yes. So, how's your family? How's everything's doing during this pandemic?
Everything's good, man. Everyone's just trying to stay inside, trying to keep occupied during this time. You know, it's not much we can do. Everything's closed down, so everyone's just chilling.
Mm. So everybody is still safe and not really affected by this pandemic, right?
Yes, sir. God willing, everybody's safe. Everyone's just making sure that we do the certain precautions to keep safe and just keep clean. So, yeah, everyone's good right now.
Okay. Mike, let's talk a little bit about basketball and also about the IBL. Is the IBL your first professional basketball career?
Yes, sir, it was.
Yeah. How is it?
It was a great experience. I'm blessed and highly favored to be, able to go into my first year and to make an immediate impact for a team. So it was a good experience. It was my first time being out of the country, so everything was new. But I was able to get acclimated and get going really quick.
Hmm. You say it's your first time outside the United States?
Yeah, it is.
And then you travel like 10,000 miles away and you go to Indonesia.
Yeah, it was, man.
How's that, did you experience any cultural shock?
Yeah, not really, because my parents are originally from Lagos, Nigeria.
Yeah.
So Asia and Nigeria have a few things in common, such as like some of the foods are similar, like such as like the bikes that they ride around the city, they ride around in Nigeria with those same bikes, Akata. So it was a lot. It was different because I haven't been out of the country, but it was a few things that I've seen like growing up that I'm used to seeing. So such as the food, such as like fried rice, fish, goat meat, stuff like that, were like very similar to my culture.
Okay. A little bit about the next question is a little bit more personal. I do have a friend of mine is coming from Nigeria. His name is Ikeocha. I mean, if I'm not saying it, pronounce it correctly. But his name means, I think, is blessing from God or something like that. Ikeocha. I think your name is also very, very unique. Is there any meaning of your name, like Ayodele, Kolawole?
Yeah. There's a meaning. My mom always told me that it just means that I'm a special, human being. Like,
right.
Nothing too specific, but like she always just told me that, like, that I'm just like a go-getter type of person. Like, my name is just very unique. Like, Michael Ayodele Kolawole. Like, that's what she instilled into me. But I don't really know the meaning of it. But she just always told me that, like, I'm like the type of person who always strives for the best things in life. So,
well, I don't think that people needs to understand, the whole concept of your name, but your performance in the IBL shows that, that performance. I mean, you really, going after, to be the best player in the IBL. In the first half of the season, nobody really know who's Mike Kolawole is, but in the second half, some people even think that, you're supposed to be candidate for the MVP. What changes during the season?
Nothing really changed. I kind of had the mindset coming into it like that. I'm going to give it everything I got. I'm going to give it 110% for my teammates, for the organization, Team Louvre. And it was just able, like, the team to get me comfortable. They came and they welcomed me pretty easily, and I was able to gain chemistry with my teammates, and they were able to give me confidence in order to do, take care of the job. So it made it pretty easy, but, I came in there with the mindset that I'm going to kill everything and just try to be the best version of myself and try to get the team as far as possible as we can.
When you first arrive in Indonesia, of course, you get to know to other players and also other teams and also other coaches. And what kind of confidence you have after meeting with all those people? I mean, do you always have this high confidence that you're going to be succeed in this league?
Growing up, I was kind of modest and kind of humble. So coming into this league, I was kind of like, as usual, I was humble and just trying to see, how things played out. But when I was around my teammates, such as like Daniel or Savon or Tay or Wenda or Galant, the older guys with experience, they gave me confidence to, to lead the team in the right direction. If I were to do bad, they were to tell me, and I would accept it. And, if I'm doing good, they would tell me as well. So I feel like with them, like on my back on those things, it was able for me to grow as a person, as a player, and able to lead the team and whatever I needed to lead them in. So I would say those guys played a huge part in that.
What kind of advice did Ty or Savon give to you when you first joined the team?
Tay and Savon really just told me to just be myself. It's my first year coming out of college, and to not change who I am, but to do anything that, if I'm a competitor, to just do anything that I can to win the game. For our team, just be more vocal and don't be shy. They taught me a lot of things, such as like where to find my teammates, to open and stuff like that. But they really helped as far as like keeping me level-headed, as far as like just keeping me on the right track, not too big, not too high on the wins or losses, but to keep me focused throughout the whole season.
How do you feel about the system implemented by Coach Bedu?
I feel really confident about his system. His system is really freely. He gives us the opportunity to drive and create for others, or he gives opportunities to drive and score for ourselves. But Coach Bedu has a lot of confidence in me to make my teammates better as well as myself. So I take it upon myself to just every night in, night out, just make plays for my teammates and myself. Whether just however the flow of the game is going, he gives me confidence to to just make it happen. So. His system is really, really simple, but it's really like you have to be focused at all times.
Okay. Oh, as you said, I know that you're humble, but you're also a competitor. Who do you think the player from other team that you feel, give you the most challenge during the season?
During the season, I really didn't look at, players that are most challenging, because this is my first year, so I really didn't know anybody. But Savon and Tay and Daniel, guys that have been around for a while, they kind of told me, the guys to prepare for and stuff like that. But with my mindset, I kind of just came in the game like, look, at the end of the day, it's, 10 people on the court. So I'm going to give it everything I have and, trust in my teammates and go from there. I really never look forward to any competition or any I'm going against, this type of person today. I just kind of look at it, okay, we have a game today. What needs to be done to win the game? That's what, I'm going to buy into for my teammates.
The statistic I have from the fourth series in Yogyakarta until the last series, the short season in the IBL 2020, in every game from Louvre, Surabaya, you always made a double digits scoring. Is there any particular reason? I know that you say that Coach Bedu give you a free style of it's up to you, whatever available in the court. If you can exploit it, you can exploit it. But is there any specific other reason in the last 4 series, for example, that you'll be able to make all those great numbers from a scoring standpoint?
Yes, sir. It was really just like my coaches and teammates having confidence in me, because I know every team you play for, you might have a different role. Like for example, in college, I wasn't really the scorer that they were looking for. I was able to guard the best player and to defend at a high level and to get rebounds, run the floor as a guard. So I had to buy into that position. But on the professional level, Coach Bedu, the staff gave me the confidence to do other things. They want me to score the ball and to get others involved. So, towards the end, I knew it was go time, and we were on a path to make the playoffs. So I knew what I had to do. I know I had to put the ball in the hole as well as get my teammates involved. So that's really my main focus towards the end of the season, leading up to the playoffs.
What game is still for you is the most memorable one during this IPL 2020?
Man, I would say the two most memorable games will probably be the first game, and I think it's Semarang. And
okay, in Semarang.
Yeah, the first game, and then the last game in Surabaya. The first game is most memorable because no one knew of me, and I was just like, just being me, just a young kid, first year, and I was just playing with a lot of confidence, playing with my teammates. I was just happy to be there, and it was a good feeling. I think I ended up with 20 points and 9 rebounds that game, and we ended up winning. But it was a good feeling, my first game professionally, so I was very nervous, but I was ready to go. And I would say the last memorable game would probably be in Surabaya versus Pacific. Yeah. I remember we were down the whole game, and we were all tired. It's our 3-game weekend, and we had a team meeting prior to the game that was kind of emotional. So my main goal was just to come out and try to get the win. I know my teammates relied on me to seek them more in the offense. Get them more evolved more, and as well as to defend and to do my own thing. So it was really big, and that's probably the two most memorable games that the season so far.
Yeah, it should be the most memorable game for you because you scored 32 points and make 10 rebounds and 3 assists during the game. It's almost a complete game for you.
Yes, sir.
Mike, regarding the local player, Louvre Surabaya, do you see who's the most improved player in your own perspective for the local player in Louvre?
I would say the most improved. I kind of had to throw a couple guys in there because I know a lot of guys who've developed over the time that we shared together. But I would say the two most improved players will probably be Sam and Luffy. Sam and Luffy on Louvre, they were probably most improved. I remember coming in, they were kind of like, trying to find their role in the team. But as games passed, Sam came in when needed, and he filled in the point guard position and was able to put us through offense and get us, organized. And also Luffy, he came in versus Pacific game and other games as well, and he brought us that grit and that toughness that we needed him to show this whole season. So he gave us a bit of confidence and a bit of an edge towards the end of the season. So I would say Sam and Luffy was probably the most two improved players on our team.
Okay, now change the subject a little bit. I know you born in Texas, and also you raised in Texas, and also you went to college in Texas. Is Dallas Maverick your favorite team?
I don't really have a favorite team, but Dallas Mavericks is who I would probably root for if they were going against anybody else. Dallas has a bit of a tradition of basketball with Michael Finley, Jason Terry, Dirk Nowitzki. So it's a team I definitely root for, being from the city. But it's a lot of good teams out there. So I just try to keep pace with what's going on and just how the league is going.
It's really interesting because you left out the name of Luka Doncic.
Yeah, Luka. Yeah, no, I didn't forget Luka. Man, yeah, he's a great player. I'm excited to what he has to bring to the city and the future of the Mavericks. But I'm excited about him. He's a really great player. He's developing every year, so that's good for us.
Okay, hey Mike. Last question for you. What do you miss the most from Indonesia?
I'm gonna say the things I miss most is probably my teammates. My coaches. I loved our practices. I love our going. Them introducing us imports to new foods and different styles of the culture. I miss that. Probably my teammates, my coaches. You know, through thick and thin. You know, I appreciate those guys. You know, they, you know, when I first came in, you know, I was kind of like, you know, I didn't know what to expect, but they kind of like, you know, gave me confidence to keep pushing and, you know, keep being myself, and showed me a lot of new things that I've never been exposed to as far as the Indonesian culture. So I probably would say I miss my teammates, my coaches, you know, Pak Eric, the fans, things of that nature.
Did your teammates ever, you know, ask you to try like, you know, some suspicious meal in Surabaya?
Yeah, Daniel and Putra, they tried to have me try fried cockroach or fried something like that, and I was like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna eat that. They also wanted me to try bat. I didn't try that, but everything. Nasi goreng was good. The fish and goat meat was very good, but yeah, I would say Putra and Daniel try to have me taste some bugs and some roaches that I wasn't really fond of.
Sounds like a freshman hazing to me.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Hey, do you feel like Surabaya is too hot for you? I mean, in terms of weather and climates?
I wouldn't say it's too hot. Like you said, coming from Texas, we pretty much, our weather is pretty much hot all the time. It's either hot or humid, or, you know, so it wasn't really a transition as far as the weather, because like I'm used to it. So I feel like the weather was okay.
Okay. So you like the food of Surabaya, you like your teammates, you like your team, you like your city. Will you come back to IBL?
Sorry?
Will you come back to IBL?
As of now, you know, that question is up in the air. You know, I would love to be back. I know Pak Eric, you know, the owner of Louvre, he wants to be back. So, you know, I want to be back. So if everything, you know, falls through, you know, I will be back very soon. You know, I know I've heard that the season starts in September. So it just all depends on, you know, how this pandemic of Corona, you know, ends out. But yes, I would love to be back to finish the season. And, you know, I know playoffs is here, and, you know, my guys were clicking all at the same time. So, you know, if there's an opportunity to finish the season, then I'll be more than happy to.
Do you think if this season continues and you guys are playing in playoff, you guys going to win the championship?
I'm very confident in my team. I feel like it's open to everybody, you know, to win. You know, where we've reached probably the top 4 or top 5th seed, I believe. So I feel like it's very open. You know, I feel like I believe in my guys. You know, the guys, the starters, the guys who come on the bench. I believe in my team. So I feel like it's up for grabs, but I feel like it's going to be real competitive as far as the road to the championship, the finals. So I'm very excited about that.
All right, Mike, thank you so much for the interview. Stay safe in Dallas. Say hi for me to your family. And then we look forward to having you back in the IBL pretty soon.
Yes, sir. You too. Be safe.
All right. Thanks, Mike.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate you.